A tokingi ai te au anga kai ngā iwi tūwara kauwaru i te Maihāroa te ko. Ara katoko akara te mātāpuno te ori tōna manoa ua tau kamarara tarau take ko ngā pura wetu ai korowai a uru mōna irunga. I kākahunge e ia i tōna koi awa i te wau ua tau oro i rā te takapau waranui ko wai kai ro i te puku o te ware. Ara ko tātou i ngā urio ine te iwa tomo kia mai rā ki roto i o koutou ware, te ware paremata o Aotearoa, te ware paremata o New Tirini nau mai hara mai rā koutou. Hara mai rā koutou e ngā au e toru ki te tautoko atu rā te au tua wā o tēnei kātū kaupapa. Hara mai, hara mai, hara mai. I wai atu au i te iere o te karanga. Tā uri atu rā ki te au wakaroa kui mā o kura mā e wakangarongaro atu rā ki tua wakarere. E kawea mai rā o rātou mā ara. Kia rātou, kia nuku te mā ara, kia tātou e kawe i te ao o nuku te api nei. Hara mai te huku o tika. Hara mai te tau a uru. Mai te rā uti, mai te mā tonga. Hara, i tēnei wā ka tai anō au karangona atu rā tēti haitua kei te roro. Hara, o te paku o te raki. Hara, kai ngā mate huhua, taka ia atu rā ki te ara wairua, te uri mai rā, o tia anō rā kia pua wai, i roto i te puno o mahara o tātou e kawe o koutou moia. Rātou te pō, huri atu te tai awa te nau mai hara mai rā koutou. Kai te mineta tēnā koe. Tēnā koe i wātoro atu rā tēnei ware, ara mo te hunga ke tai mai ki te tautoko tēnei kātū kaupapa o ara, e whakairiri mai nei te Whatu Kairangi. Ara, nau mai, hara mai rā koutou, kai ngā wānau, ngā hapori, ki te tautoko atu rā e nei taniwha hukuroa, i whai atu rā te kahurangi. Nō reira kia koutou, ara koutou ngā pia kia pia i piki ake, kaki ake, a ki te taumata ura. Ara ki tērā taumata ike, i roti tērā wakatau ki kōrero. Waia te kahurangi ki te tuaho koe mehe maunga teitai. Kai aku kura tangata tēnei kami. Anai tēnei he karikia mā koutou ki auru tomo mai rā. E kei ho mai te kawa ora. Puati i runga te kawa, i raro te kawa tai, te kawa tuki, te kawa mane, te kawa pā, eke, te kawa rau, te kawa rau mata, te kawa tupu rau, taputu, te kawa ka tapu, te kawa ka eo, te kawa ka ea, te kawa. E kei ho mai te kawa ora. Kau ki te kau ki tai, kau ki tēnei manua tau au, e piki maunga tā ngai, e piki pare tā ngai, kai o mai tā ngai, ai a ua tā ngai, moe nei taonga tā ngai, tā ora tā uariki maua kai te manoro tēnei tau hau. He uru ora, ko te waka uru ora ki te kaununui, ko te waka uru ora ki te kauroro, ko te waka uru ora ki a rangi nui e tū nei. Ka uru ora ngā ātua, ka uru ora ngā tāngata, ka uru ora ngā kōrero, ka uru ora ngā wānanga. Ko te waka uru ora ki te kaununui, ko te waka uru ora ki te kauroro, ko te waka uru ora ki a rangi nui e tū nei. E rongo whakairi he kirunga, turu o uti waka maua kia tīnā huie. Huie tai kia te nei ka mihi rawa atura kia koutou katoa. Kia koutou katoa. E hara mai ki te whakanui atu rā, tēnei kātū kaupapa, te Whatu Kairangi. Hara, te Whatu Kairangi, ātea taku titiro aku whatu ki a rangi nui e tū nei, ki te kimi atu rā e ngā Mātauranga o te ao. Nō reira, me oki atu rā ki tēnei wakatau ki kōrero. Ko te manu e kai ana te miro, nō nā te ngahere. Ko te manu e kai ana te Mātauranga, nō nā te ao. O tino, ko te manu e oki atu ki tō wānau, ki tōna hapori, ka ora atu ai, tō whānau, tō iwi, tō hapori. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, e ngā iwi o te motu nei, he raukura rā tēnei. E te tia nei e te atiawa, i te iti, i te rahi. te katoa. Te motu nei, he raukurara tēnei, e te tia nei, e te atiawa, i te iti, i te ra, i te katoa. E ngā iwi o te motu nei, no iara te wenua nei. Mana ki tia ngā iwi, i te iti, i te ra, i te katoa. Kua tu a te witi, no rungai ana mai pai, no rungai ana mai tika, i tōna ngā kaupai. I runga i te ngā kaupai, kia tātou e whakarauika mai nei, ki te whakarewa atura Aotearoa, mō e kura tangata. Hara, mai o rātou whānau hapu iwi hapori rānei, no reira tēnei ka mihi rawa atura kia koutou. Kia koutou, te whānui e tautuka atura tēnei kaupapa o te Whatu Kairangi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Kia ora tātou katoa.
E te rangatira kora. Te Aotearoa, Ngāti Toa, Ngāti Raukawa, tēnā koutou. E nā mana, e nā reo, e nā mātā waka o te motu, nau mai, piki mai, haere mai I runga i te kaupapa whakahirahira o tēnei ahi. Te Whatu Kairangi. No reira, tēnā koutou, nā mihi nui, tēnā koutou katoa. Te whare pārmata, tēnā koutou. E te honore minita Penny Simmonds, tēnā koe. E nā kai akoa, ka nui te mihi, ka nui te araha, kia koutou katoa. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. As the co-chair of Akoa Aotearoa, the National Centre for Tertiary Teaching Excellence, and the chair of the selection panel for these awards, it is my very real privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious occasion here this afternoon, to Whatu Kairangi, the 2004 National Tertiary Educator Awards, and our Supreme Prime Minister's Award for Tertiary Teaching Excellence. In this regard, I want to acknowledge last year's Supreme winner, Dr. Enoka Murphy, now of Te Wānanga Awanuiorangi. Tēnā koe. We are delighted and privileged to have you with us, Honourable Minister. This is a very special opportunity for you to engage with stellar people, outstanding performers in the tertiary sector, and we are delighted that you've been able to come and join us and speak with us today. The awards celebrate excellence in a crucial aspect of our society. And this year we have a very special award which adds to what is always a very special occasion with its own prestige, an important award for our time in Aotearoa, and that is the new award, Te Tohu Reo Māori Award, which recognises excellence in teaching in Te Reo. And the nomination is also to be submitted in Te Reo. So it's wonderful this afternoon that we launched that award with the first presentation of it. Aotearoa has more than 200,000 mostly young people of all backgrounds and countless aspirations engaged in tertiary education. They will go on into their lives and careers prepared and enriched by their tertiary education. They will be the hands, the hearts, and the heads of the arts, sciences, trades, culture, professions, businesses, civic organisations, communities and whānau of our future. What could be more important than being the guides, inspirers, nurturers, the kaiakoa, the educators in this powerful enterprise? A powerful enterprise that shapes the future of our nation. For the akonga, the students themselves are affected, impacted and enriched by the individual building of their knowledge, their skills, their capability, expanding their potential, confidence and opportunities. But also, we are enriched by our future being shaped by whatever they do, wherever they go, and whomever they interact with once they move on from their tertiary education. There are thousands of tertiary teachers in Aotearoa working with dedication in our wānanga, our universities, our polytechnics and training enterprises, our workplaces, our industry training organisations. Tonight, we recognise and celebrate the achievements of those who have dedicated themselves to excellence in their craft and their profession of tertiary teaching. Excellence in myriad ways by their commitment, their energy, their inspiration and their vision. The winners tonight have gone through 3 levels of rigorous selection. And I want to recognise the work that's gone into that, not just for the winners, but all who were nominated, all who became finalists. There's been a tremendous amount of work by those individuals, but more than that, by the contexts in which they come from, where there have been people who've supported them and assisted them. The actual process for selecting our winners is also an arduous one. And I want to acknowledge John Milne of Ako Aotearoa, who has coordinated the process and done an enormous amount of work over many years in this area. He has led a team of reviewers and panel members who have done the difficult job of selection. And as the chair of the panel, I can tell you it's not easy, but it is inspiring. It's wonderful to read the nominations from people who have put so much into their teaching, so much creativity, so much initiative and innovation. Ako Aotearoa is hosted by 3 tertiary institutions, Massey University, Te Wānanga Aotearoa, and Te Pūkenga in a consortium. And our aim through this consortium is to extend our reach and our impact into the advancement of excellent and equitable education for Aotearoa. I stand here on behalf of my co-chair, Dr. Megan Hall, and the board members of Ako Aotearoa, and I would like to thank them and acknowledge them for their support as well. To close my part tonight, congratulations to all of the winners and all of the people who were finalists but aren't winners. You have done outstandingly well to get to this point, and we do celebrate and recognise you. Nō reira, e ngā rangatira, e ngā karaua, e ngā kuia, e ngā matua, e ngā whaia, e ngā kaiakoa, e aku hoa mahi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Ah Ka pai. Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te kaka. Ka tangi hoki ko au, e ngā iwi e tau nei, tēnā koutou katoa. Ka nui taku mihi ki te atua kaharawa. Ka nui taku mihi ki te mana whenua o te rohe nei o te Aotearoa. Ka nui hoki taku mihi ki a tātou katoa e hui hui nei, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Tēnā tātou katoa i o tātou tini mate, nā reira, e ngā mate, moe mai rā i roto i te atua. Te hunga mate ki te hunga mate, te hunga ora ki te hunga ora, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Ko taku ingo ko Saylene, ko taku iwi no Hamoa. Ko au te kaiwhakahaere mō te kaupapa o te rā, ka huri au ki taku reo no Hamoa. Tulauna Tumua mapule, i tuau māla taua. Tulauna o ainga i le taima le waa a whono ti. Tulauna a tama ma o lātou ainga, po o ainga ma lātou tama. O te tālofa atu i le paia ma le mamalu o le awhia. Ua mawhai ona mafuta mai le nei whaamoe moe o le te Whatu Kairangi Awards, tālofa, mālo le soifua. Thank you. Honoured guests, distinguished colleagues, family and friends, nau mai haere mai and welcome to Te Whatu Kairangi Awards 2024 in the esteemed legislative chambers here in Parliament. Talofa lava, my name's Saylene Tanielu-Ulberg, and it's my honour to be your MC for today. Speaking of being in Parliament, occasionally I've been mistaken for past Green Party MP Hiria Tumoana on a number of occasions. I don't get the parliamentary privileges, but as long as no one asks me what it's like to be back in Parliament, we'll be fine. You can relax, I'm not here to drop any political agendas. But I'm sure that somewhere in Otago, someone is mistaking her for me, I hope. Te Whatu Kairangi celebrates outstanding tertiary educators who are making a difference to akonga, their whānau and communities. These awards began in 2001, and Aotearoa have hosted these awards since 2007, making this the 24th year of celebrating phenomenal tertiary educators. A heartfelt thank you to our Kai Karanga whakatau and Karanga whakautu, Dr. May Winitana and Alexia Tuhi, who welcomed us in. Thank you also to Kura, Moeahu, our tangata whenua from Te Aotearoa, and also to our co-chair of Aotearoa, Derek McCormack. I'd like to begin our proceedings by inviting our first speaker this afternoon. Penny Simmonds is the Minister of Tertiary Education and Skills, the Minister for the Environment, and Associate Minister for Social Development and Employment. Penny was made a companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit for services to education, sport, and the community in the 2016 New Year's Honours List. As our host for today's proceedings, Minister Penny Simmonds joins us to honour the dedication, the passion and the excellence that drives our phenomenal tertiary educators. Please join me in welcoming Minister Penny Simmonds.
Thank you for that warm welcome. Kia ora tātou, nau mai, piki mai, kaki mai. My warmest greetings to you all and welcome to you all from near and far. It's a real privilege to be here with you in the Grand Hall of Parliament and welcome you to your Parliament. It's a really fitting place to be celebrating these Te Whatu Kairangi Aotearoa Tertiary Educator Awards. And I look around and I see I'm amongst a very small handful of people in the tertiary sector who were here when Aotearoa was first started and these awards were first started. And we are distinguishable by either our grey hair or our bald heads. But it is great to be here with you all, so thank you all for coming along today and joining us in this very special and inspiring event. To start with, I want to acknowledge Aotearoa's board, co-chair, Associate Professor Megan Hall and Derek McCormack, as well as Director Helen Lomax. My thanks also, and I'm sorry I didn't notice when I came in whether Jan is here, Jan Thomas from Massey University, and Provost Professor Giselle Burns for your valuable oversight of these awards. And to the judges, I know that Derek has already spoken about what a difficult task it has been to you. I want to thank you and the organising team for your commitment and effort in bringing us together to celebrate excellence in tertiary education. Today's event brings together educators from across New Zealand's diverse tertiary sector, from wānanga, from polytechnics, universities, industry training organisations, adult and community learning centres, private training establishments and the workplace. This vibrant mix reflects the sector's breadth and depth. In our rapidly changing world, one constant remains: the need for excellent teaching, and our learners deserve nothing less. The award winners we celebrate today represent the very best of New Zealand's wonderful tertiary education sector, and congratulations to each of you. Your innovation, dedication and talent inspires not only your students, but also your colleagues and the wider educational community. Your achievements reflect an unwavering commitment to your students, your institutions, and the advancement of New Zealand's education standards. Your work profoundly impacts learners' lives, helping them to pursue their goals and opening doors to future opportunities. So thank you for the energy and the passion that I know you bring to your teaching. As exceptional educators, you bring unique insights into your classrooms, constantly adapting to the needs of each new group of learners. You embody excellence, setting high standards that strengthen not only your students, but also New Zealand's society and our future prosperity. These awards celebrate your accomplishments and highlight your commitment to personal and professional growth, your support of your colleagues, and your role in advancing quality education for all. Your impact reaches far beyond your classrooms, uplifting the entire sector and shaping New Zealand's workforce and economy. As Minister for Tertiary Education and Skills, and from my previous roles in the sector, I am deeply aware of how tertiary education transforms lives, whole families, it strengthens communities, and builds pathways to new opportunities. Thank you to you all for your daily efforts to foster a more inclusive education system, especially for Māori, Pacific, neurodivergent and disabled learners. Māori and Pacific learners' success is a priority for the government. This year, as has already been mentioned, it's pleasing to see the addition of the inaugural Te Tohu Reo Māori Award recognising excellence in teaching te reo Māori. The government values the tertiary education sector's essential contributions to New Zealand's economic and social development. A high-performing tertiary sector is critical to a strong economy to help lift incomes, to manage inflation and deliver the quality public services that Kiwis want and deserve. To ensure the sector's resilience, we have introduced changes to address long-term financial and sustainability challenges. These steps will help us stay responsive to the future needs of both learners and the workforce. We are committed to an education system that rewards quality, supports growth, and aligns with the skills New Zealanders need for the future. And through your work as tertiary educators, you not only build a skilled workforce, but also equip students to carry New Zealand's values and expertise onto the global stage. In closing my part, I would like to note that our sector has a profound impact, and each of you contribute to that legacy. I want to personally thank each of you for your dedication. Your commitment makes a tangible difference, not only in the lives of individual learners, but in the future of New Zealand. And I look forward to hearing more of your inspiring stories this afternoon as we celebrate the excellence and passion that you bring to your work. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
All right, as we prepare for our recipients' awards, I'd like to invite Minister Penny Simmonds back up to the stage, please. And also invite our co-chair, Dr. Megan Hall, as part of our conferring team. Thank you. So let us begin with our first award. Dr. Joseph Aziz is a senior lecturer in the School of Healthcare and Social Practice at Unitec. He teaches and coordinates across the medical imaging program, including gross anatomy, radiology, and clinical anatomy. He has redefined medical imaging education through his groundbreaking approach to teaching. Drawing on his background as a medical doctor, he recognises the challenges that students face in transitioning from 2D theoretical knowledge to 3D practical skills. He introduced innovative tools into his teaching, combining 3D anatomical models with CT, MRI integration and real-time portable ultrasound technology. His students not only gain critical spatial understanding, but also develop the confidence needed to excel in clinical environments. Dr. Aziz is a true mentor committed to inclusive teaching by embedding Māori and Pacific perspectives into his curriculum, ensuring that every student is represented. He is an active researcher, and his international presentations are pushing the boundaries of medical education, making him a true leader in his field. Please join me in celebrating Dr. Joseph Aziz, a deserving recipient of the Award for Innovation in Learning, Teaching and Curriculum.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, katoa. Kia ora everyone, and good evening. It's so privileged for me to be here today at this stage with my whānau and friends, and especially today I'm very proud to be here this with the Minister of the Education and Skills, Dr. Penny Thompson. Thank you very much for coming today. Really, truly honored to hear on this stage
alongside my colleagues to receive this prestigious Te Whatu Kairangi Award for teaching excellency. This recognition is a great moment for me that after almost 27 years in academia as a professional anatomy educator. Firstly, I would like to deep thanks to all of my family and who shared me this moment, especially for my queen, my wife, Naveen, which is attended with me, and also my daughter, Anne, which has a very impact on me on this today. And also, I'm really acknowledge my daughter, Emmy. She's working now into Christchurch, and I know that, Emmy, you are watching me live, but I love you so much. And they incredibly supported me and shared me the hard and the successful moment of my journey in my academia. My dedication, especially to my wife, because she understands my commitment to teaching for my academic practice. I'd like to thank my team of medical imaging at Unitec, especially Dr. Joanna Sorgood, who has ruled as academic program manager, has made a very significant impact on my academic life. And also, I would like to acknowledge Dr. Linda Omwa, the head of the School of Healthcare and Social Practice, whose encouragement has always lifted and motivated our work. And all of my colleagues and my whānau at Unitec, thanks very much, because you are believing on me. I also would like to give big thanks from here to all of my students who's already currently in the school and who for always they are encouraging me to motivate it and to become the cornerstones for my teaching. And they pushing me for the boundaries of innovation in anatomy teaching. I would say, I'm so proud of you. And because I'm trusting you now that you are promising healthcare professional for our New Zealand country, especially the measured statistics nowadays say that medical radiographer, we have 100% employment for our medical imaging radiographer. It's not New Zealand also, but they can across overseas for Australia and for United Kingdom. Finally, I want to dedicate this moment. This is a special moment for me. So I would like to dedicate for the soul of my parents, especially my mom, who was very, very passionate about teaching. I would say for her, I hope I'm carrying forward her legacy and making her proud by bringing her values into my teaching. Once again, thank you very much for this incredible and this is honor moment. Tēnā tātou, tēnā tātou, tēnā kātou, katoa, kia ora.
Our next award is to recognise the contributions of Poppy Clapperton, CEO and tumuaki of Industry Training Solutions. With over 23 years in vocational education, Poppy leads ITS to champion transformational learning for Māori, Pacifica, neurodivergent and disabled akonga. She developed ITS as a dynamic support system to meet these unique needs, providing industry-standard tailored courses for schools, iwi, community groups, and rural areas, including Wairoa and Hicks Bay. Post-Cyclone Gabriel, her team travelled to continue bringing educational opportunities to these communities. Poppy created the All Sorts Centre and Cafe, along with her husband David, which is an inclusive learning and community engagement hub, where akonga gain real-world experience running a cafe, developing business plans, and acquiring essential skills. She also developed a simulated workplace environment named Seaside Sally's, so that even learners with unique interests could find personalised avenues to grow. Please join me in congratulating Poppy Clapperton for the award in Achieving Diversity and Inclusion for improving outcomes for Māori, Pacific, neurodiverse learners and learners with disabilities.
Kia ora. Wow. Humbled. Yes, okay. This is absolutely a fantastic honour to stand here today and accept this award. Now, first off, a huge thank you to Aotearoa for this recognition. It truly means the world to me, and I am humbled to be acknowledged for a journey that has been nothing short of a blessing for me to contribute in the vocational education space. I want to take it a moment just to acknowledge my amazing team at Industry Training Solutions. They are the heart and soul of our mission to promote diversity and inclusion for Māori, Pacifica, neurodiverse learners and learners with disabilities. Their passion, dedication and tireless efforts make our vision a reality every day. Together, we prioritise student success, continually refine our pedagogical approach and empower our learners to step aside from their own way and seize the opportunities life offers. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal because so many people have so much stuff that's holding them back, right down to, in the disability sector, people telling them that they can't and they won't and they'll never be and all of that stuff. Well, we don't buy into anything like that because everybody can. A special shout out to my husband, David, who has been my rock through this journey. Thank you for your unwavering support and for always believing in me, even when I thought my dreams a little lofty. Thank you also to Richard Doolan, our relationship manager, who uffes the team in my absence, which is a lot lately, and also for making me see that what we do is actually really remarkable, and it is. Diversity and inclusion aren't buzzwords for us. They are the guiding principles that shape everything we do. It's about creating spaces where every learner feels valued, where the unique perspectives are celebrated, and where they can thrive. Seeing our students succeed is what fuels my passion, and I'm grateful to play a part in their stories. I just want to share just a little achievement of 2024 at ITS. Given that we have this centre in Palmerston North, but we work in high schools and with iwi and community groups from Kaihautū to Invercargill, 86% overall achievement for all of our aikonga, 94% of our Pacifica learners achieve, and 92% of our Māori learners achieve. And that is phenomenal, isn't it, Minister? In closing, I want to emphasise this award isn't just for me. It's for everyone, all of us, who has joined hands in this journey. Let's all keep pushing the boundaries and opening the doors for all learners, because together we can create a future where everyone has a chance to shine. Kia ora.
Kerry Davis is the Principal Lecturer in the School of Nursing at Otago Polytechnic, who is inspiring a new generation of passionate, reflective and work-ready nurses. Kerry's journey in nursing spans over 3 decades, during which she's proudly raised a family of 3 and earned multiple degrees and certificates. She started her career in Dunedin Hospital's critical care and quickly became known for her dedication to patient-centred care and her genuine curiosity about each patient's story. She joined Otago Polytechnic in 2018 and has pioneered new courses in response to a gap identified by the New Zealand Nursing Council in aged residential care. The course inspired future nurses through her unique approach to professional ethics and law. Kerry's efforts are reflected in impressive graduate placements, stats, including her recent grads who now work in aged care, a field essential to our ageing population. Kerry's innovative, story-driven approach has redefined what nursing education can be. Please join me in celebrating Kerry Davis for the award in innovation in learning, teaching and curriculum.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Kerry Davis tōku ingoa. What do they say? The brain's an amazing organ. It starts working before we're born and doesn't stop until we stand up to speak in public. I want to congratulate all recipients today, and I do feel grateful and very humble to be standing here receiving this. I teach students of nursing, using patient stories and narrative, experiential games and collaborative poetry to develop reflective and authentic practitioners. I want to thank some people. The panel of Aotearoa for valuing all of our mahi, and I look forward to learning from you and working with you. Colleagues in the School of Nursing and industry partners, it's a delight to work with you in the classroom and in practice. To Carol, Liz, Donna, Anna and Josie, and all of my colleagues who model experiential pedagogy and value innovation. Today I honour my mother, Audrey, who's 96, watching from home sometime very soon, who believed along with my father in the value of education for all 9 of their children, 7 of whom have become teachers, all of whom make the world a better place. To my husband Stuart and my 3 sons, Tom, Liam and Ben, you are simply everything. And to the students who I lead on a merry dance, through patient stories and nursing knowledge, our future experts. Thank you for your curiosity, for bringing your own stories and honestly challenging me to value diversity as we advocate together for a better world. And finally, to the seniors of Aotearoa, New Zealand, the centre of my course, ngā mihi nui.
All right, before I continue, I just want to encourage you, if you have a waiata to support our awardees, please don't be afraid to awhi them. Dr. Claire Goode exemplifies transformative leadership in educational partnerships and collaboration at Otago Polytechnic, where she serves as principal lecturer with the Te Ama Ako Learning and Teaching Development team. With over 26 years of experience, she is a dedicated educator, facilitator and mentor whose work is grounded in respect for cultural diversity and the principles of lifelong learning. Since joining Otago Polytechnic in 2016, Dr. Claire has revolutionised faculty support by implementing the Academic Capability Partners model. This innovative approach supports kaioko in exploring new perspectives on program design and delivery. Through ACP, kaioko are empowered with best practices and research-based strategies for learner success, particularly in the College of Health. Her initiatives like the Keys to Teaching Excellence resource provide practical tools that foster cross-disciplinary collaboration and drive meaningful improvements in teaching and learning. Dr. Claire's impact extends beyond Otago Polytechnic, resonating both locally and internationally, and making her a well-deserving recipient of the award for progressing educational partnerships and collaboration. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Claire Goode.
Kia ora koutou. Kerry's speech just made me very emotional. Ko Aotearoa te turanga waiwai, I te puake o ki Worcestershire, ko Claire Goode aho. He kai whakaako aho, ki te raupu te ama ako, ki te kura matatini ki Otago. Kia ora koutou. Since hearing in late August that I was one of this year's awardees, I've been doing a lot of reminiscing and reflecting, like all the recipients here today, I imagine. I feel fortunate to have had the career I've had over 27 years in education, and receiving an award for something you love and are passionate about creates an interesting headspace. Thank you to everyone at Aotearoa for this recognition, and thank you to everyone that works on the awards process and on this event to ensure educators are celebrated. I want to thank Professor Liz Ditzel, who is here with me today. Liz was our critical friend while working on these portfolios, and she helped me focus on setting out what it is that's really important to me as an educator, Thank you, Liz. I'd also like to acknowledge my most recent mentor, Linda Kinnebra. Back in 2016, towards the end of my first year at Otago Polytechnic, I asked for a mentor and Linda put her hand up. Linda encouraged me to do things she felt I was ready for, even if I did not necessarily have the same confidence in myself that she always had. And she often suggested I should submit a portfolio for these awards. Finally, this year, I was able to tell her that I was working on a submission. Linda passed away from cancer at the end of July, so didn't get to hear the outcome. I'll close by saying thank you, Linda. We miss you. This is for you.
Our next award for Innovation in Teaching, Learning and Curriculum is presented to Associate Professor Kim Hébert-Losier. Kim is a dedicated professor in sports biomechanics at Te Huataki Waiora School of Health at the University of Waikato. She models 3 core values which guides her teaching and philosophy, including building a strong foundation, teaching with identity and integrity, and being student-centric. At the forefront of educational innovation, Kim pioneered a hybrid learning model post-COVID, combining asynchronous lectures with face-to-face hands-on labs to enhance accessibility and practical skill development. She's on a continuous journey towards bettering her understanding and promotion of Mātauranga Māori, and in 2023 was part of a team which received seeding funding for a project entitled Enhancing Indigenous Cultural Capability and Student Engagement in Science and Health through Collaborative Learning and Animated Videos. Whew. She incorporated interactive online micro-learning, which breaks challenging content into interactive bite-sized modules with assistance from the Centre for Tertiary Teaching and Learning, and it has successfully increased student engagement and retention. She flew all the way back from Canada to join us today, and please, let's congratulate Associate Professor Kim Hébert-Losier.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Tēnā koe, Honorary Penny Simmonds. Tēnā korua te whanau o Waikato. Tēnā koutou ako Aotearoa. And tēnā koutou fellow kayakos. Tēnā koutou katoa. Whoa. I feel better about myself. That sounded way better than I put it in my head. So I just like to acknowledge that when I received the letter from Aotearoa, I had to read it 3 times because I thought I was misreading it. I don't know if you had the same feeling, but I was like, surely not. Surely not. Really? Wow. So I truly felt humbled and privileged and honored to be here. So thank you very much for your support. First and foremost, I need to acknowledge my whānau, who unfortunately couldn't be here today because we're actually on study leave in Canada at the moment, which is my home. So particularly like to express my thanks to my husband, Dr. Martin Bevan, who's an amazing supporter and also an excellent educator. So we share a lot of challenges and ideas with each other, which is very invaluable to me. And my 2 children, Toby and Mika Bevan, who have inspired me and made me obviously a little bit more vulnerable in front of students, which actually opened up the door to building relationships with my students. So I'd like to acknowledge them. And I also like to acknowledge my mother and my father, who have supported me through my craziness and moving across a whole bunch of different countries, but have always believed in me and supported me. So thank you to my parents. I'd like to thank the University of Waikato for being my home for the last 8 years and giving me this space and opportunity to grow as an educator, and also for allowing me to attend this event, which I'm very grateful for. I'd like to thank the Settle team at the University of Waikato, without whom I wouldn't have been able to innovate within this space. And they've really helped me to understand better even my own teaching philosophy. Coming from sports and as a clinician, I'm like, what's a teaching philosophy? It's a beautiful thing, so yep, I worked on mine a little bit. And over the last few years, obviously, we've all had mentors in this space. There's too many to acknowledge here, but I still want to acknowledge them. And in closing, obviously, the students, without whom we wouldn't be here, and who challenge us on a daily basis to grow. And really, that's why we're all here. So I'd like to thank the students. Shoot for the moon. Even if you're missed, you'll land among the stars. And we're all surrounded by stars here. So kia ora.
John Murrie is a dedicated lecturer in the School of Aviation at Massey University, who is teaching the next generation of airline pilots and aviation industry professionals. With 20 years of teaching at Massey, John teaches core courses in airline management and aviation meteorology, crucial for both future industry professionals and aspiring pilots. His student-centred approach bridges practical and theoretical knowledge, ensuring that graduates are equipped for the highly demanding and constantly changing aviation industry. John's diverse student body includes high school leavers, mature students, and seasoned industry professionals, a blend that challenges him to evaluate every semester and innovate constantly. While aviation students are diverse, they want similar things: problem-based learning, industry-relevant courses, clear expectations, regular communications, and engaging and supportive teaching. He's introduced bookending teaching style, incorporating both lectures and small group discussions and encouraging students to apply real-world problem solving in the classroom. Beyond the classroom, John is a respected figure on multiple committees, actively shaping policies that enhance learning and teaching quality at Massey University. Today, he is receiving the Award for Innovation in Learning, Teaching and Curriculum. Please give John Murrie a round of applause.
So I'm really not sure what to say. Thank you very much for the award, and congratulations to the other awardees for the recognition of the amazing work that you do. I really only became a teacher by accident. I was rung up 23 years ago this month and offered a job out of the blue. I didn't really know what I was getting into and I said yes. Turns out I loved being in the classroom, and I still do. But that first semester was a shock. I remember at the end of the semester, I was with a colleague at an exam venue, and his students came out of the room and thanked him and smiled and waved and shook his hand, and one even high-fived him and said, "I'll see you next year." And I was, great, I'll get this too. My first student came out, looked at me and promptly burst into tears. And that moment took me right back to when I was 15 and a student had me feel that way as well. And I realised that as much as I'd enjoyed that semester, I hadn't stopped to think about my students and how they felt. And I've spent the last 22 years doing everything I can to reflect on my practice and my impact on them. And if I'm engaging them and if I'm giving them what they need in the classroom, every year, things that I do. And I've been very lucky to be supported throughout that entire journey by my colleagues who, I haven't done this alone. They've mentored me and guided me and supported me and given me opportunities and challenges. And if that one person hadn't rung me up 23 years ago, I wouldn't really be here today. So thank you to all of them, and thank you for at least letting me know I am doing a good job. It's nice to know that I get, well, as I said, I love what I do, and this is a really nice way to kind of bookend a career that hopefully continues for a while longer. So thank you very much.
Congratulations to all of our awardees so far. We're halfway through. So this ends our individual general awards category. The 2024 Te Whatu Kairangi Group Award for Innovation in Learning, Teaching and Curriculum is being awarded this year to the Mental Health and Addiction team from the School of Health Sciences at Massey University. The team includes Associate Professors Chrissy Severinson and Andy Towers, Hoani Moriarty, Phil Brooks, Andrea Meni and Luke Rowe in decolonising mental health and addiction training in Aotearoa. This highly collaborative team harnessed their collective expertise and networks to establish the first university-based pathway into addiction practice. In response to the 2018 Hébert-Losier review, they crafted the Bachelor of Health Science in Mental Health and Addiction program, embedding Māori values including manaki, whanaungatanga and aroha in clinical training. Their curriculum is co-designed with mental health and addiction sector partners, including workforce development agencies, Māori leaders, service managers and practitioners, and support services to prioritise inclusivity, equity and cultural capability, preparing students to work with Māori and Pacific communities and embracing a holistic community-based approach. The team members have expertise in public health, hauora Māori, Pacific health, mental health and addiction and the social determinants of health. The innovative whakapiri, whakamārama, whakamana framework guides students through building relationships, understanding Māori health perspectives and becoming social inclusion advocates. Since its 2020 redesign, the program boasts increased student engagement and 100% employment rate post-graduation, evidencing its impact and relevance. Through collaboration across disciplines and commitment to Te Tiriti o Waitangi, the Mental Health and Addiction team shapes future mental health professionals ready to support change and promote social justice. Please congratulate the team, Associate Professors Chrissy Severinson and Andy Towers, Hoani Moriarty, Andrea Meni, Luke Rowe, Phil Brooks, who is unable to be with us today, but receiving on his behalf is Angelique Rewiti. Please congratulate them.
Kia ora whānau, kia ora whānau. Thank you for the warm welcome. We are really super honoured to be standing up here on a day when you are honouring such incredible teachers. Everything we've just heard really strikes the heart of what we're trying to achieve as well, which is seeing the person behind the student. Tautoko John, you are absolutely spot on, mate. It's about seeing the person. And we were really privileged to be given leeway to lead Massey University's response to He Araoranga and to do so with a framework that it's not about fancy bells and whistles or fancy theories, it's about people. It's just about people and partnership. First of all, you cannot teach unless you know and you trust and you respect. And that's what this is about. And I'm really proud, as is Chrissy, with the team, because this team embodies all of the best values of that framework. Whanaungatanga, manaki, aroha, which is everything that we see on a daily basis with our team, and it actually makes teaching, I hate to say it, really, really amazing. It's fun and it's amazing and it's such a whānau atmosphere every time you come into work on a Monday and you feel like staying there for the rest of the week. That's what this framework does, and that's what it does to our team and our teaching. So, kia ora ako Aotearoa, thank you very much for the honour.
Nei rā te reo karanga e tau atu nei, ki te hapaia kei te rau tangata. Whakaako whakaeke ki te komata, te kunenga ki pure huro. Te ara Mātauranga ka whakarewa e, te maramatanga ka kitea e ki mihi ara kia whita e, te kunenga ki pure uroa. Te kunenga ki pure uroa.
This is the second year of Le Moana Mua Award, which is modelled on the 10 Habits of Phenomenal Educators for Pacific Learners by Dr. Cherie Chu Fuluifanga and Janice Ikiua Pasi. The recipient of the 2024 Le Moana Mua Award is Jone Tawaketini, Senior Lecturer in the Bachelor of Applied Technology program at Unitec. A proud Indigenous Fijian from Tertiary village in Moala Island, Jone exemplifies a phenomenal educator who champions Pacific student success by modelling Pacific cultural values, creating an inclusive learning environment that supports students' educational and personal growth. The head of school at Unitec notes, "Our school is very grateful to Jone. His dedication to supporting and leading Pacific Akonga is exceptional." Jone represents Pacific voices in decision-making forums and actively working with families and communities to foster trust, relationship and support for students. His dedication to breaking down barriers for Pacific learners has been instrumental in increasing student success and retention. Please give a big Fijian congratulations to Jone Tawaketini's unwavering commitment to Pacific student achievement.
Ni sambula binaka. The Honourable Minister for Tertiary Education and Skills, Mr. Simmonds, the CEO Aotearoa, Helen Lomax, and Aotearoa staff, distinguished guests, and fellow recipients of the Whatu Kairangi Awards. Tēnā koutou katoa. I am Jone Tawaketini from the village of Ketira, Moala Island in the province of Lau in the Fiji Islands. I first acknowledge God who has blessed me with wisdom, knowledge and understanding and extended my boundaries into wonderful new territories, such as entering this auspicious Parliament building to receive the Whatu Kairangi Award in the Le Moana Mua category. Oops. Give me a second. I thank the Honourable Ms. Simmonds for being here and supporting tertiary education and all its institutes and initiatives. A heartfelt thanks to Aotearoa for creating this Te Whatu Kairangi Award, the panel of judges particularly opening up a Pacific category to recognize support for the Pacific students. While it is natural for us Pacifica lecturers to reach out to our Moana Akonga and support them, even though we were not employed for the Pacific Center. Right? Which means, and I'm a mainstream teacher or lecturer. It is great to be able to share my stories in the writing up of this nomination. Believe me, it was a difficult journey. Pacific people find it hard to boast about what and how we do things. Therefore, I must thank Unitec executive team, represented today, Mr. Martin Carroll, who is in attendance, my head of school, Susan Bennett, and my program manager, Miriana Bogosevich, for allowing me to create my own initiatives to support Pacifica Akonga in my program and School of Applied Technology and Electrical Pre-Trades. It has been a journey of sacrificing my time and my pocket to provide lunch, because where there's free food, Pacifica students will turn up. Thank you, James Orfield, for nominating me for this award. Unfortunately, he's not in today. I also thank those who support me in writing up my nominations, my wife, Jone Tawaketini, for the encouragement and coffee breaks, and Chanel Amua for checking that I am meeting the guideline. Daisy Bentley Gray for Pacifica advice, and Venusi Teumua Peua for camera technology. I do not forget to thank my students, who are our main stakeholders. Without them, we are nothing as lecturers. My family, who are here, and if you were given the chance, we could have brought a bus full of family to come and support me. And for my whanau, that are not here today, and some those who are in Fiji that supported me, I would like to acknowledge and thank them. And finally, I would like to thank my ancestors for their support and their advice, and so to mold me into be a phenomenal Pacifica teacher. With that, Vinaka Levu, and God bless. Thank you.
Vinaka. Congratulations again, Jone. The first recipient of the Kaupapa Māori Award is being presented to Takuta Dr. Phil Borell, Pukenga Mātua Senior Lecturer, Aotearoa School of Māori Indigenous Studies at Te Whare Wānanga o Waitaha, University of Canterbury. Dr. Philip exemplifies ka nohi kitea, the concept of being visibly present and active in and to his community, serving as a role model for tāne Māori, as an academic, a sports leader, a hauora navigator, a league coach, and a huge Warriors supporter. Philip has developed core courses that weave kaupapa Māori principles, which are compulsory to several degrees, such as sociology, criminal justice, and a newly established Māori sports major. He creates safe, supportive classrooms where students not only learn but are inspired to excel. His dedication has contributed to a remarkable reduction in equity gaps for akonga Māori. Amongst his many achievements, he has been invited to deliver guest lectures at Toyo, Rikio, Sendai, and Josei universities in Japan. He's consulted for Sports New Zealand, Oranga Tamariki, and the Ministry of Social Development. His commitment extends beyond academia into community leadership with initiatives like the Cut Collective, a community gym that promotes wellness, among underserved communities in Christchurch with his wife Stephanie and Heperi Harris. Philip's work embodies the values of aroha, manakitanga and kaitiakitanga, making him an irreplaceable leader and advocate for Māori education and well-being. Please help me in celebrating Dr. Phil Borell for the Te Whatu Kairangi Kaupapa Māori Award.
Tutawa mai runga, tutawa mai raro, tutawa mai roto, tutawa mai waho. Kia tau ai te Māori tū, te Māori ora, ki te katoa, haumi e hui e, tae ki e pāpaki tuana ngā taiki maua, whakanuku hea, whakaneke hea. E whiua rerete e hotua wahine roa ki te wai, ki tai wi, ki tai wā, ki te whai au, ki te ao marama, ti hei Māori ora. You said a lot there, sister. I'm real nervous now, so I wrote things down. I don't normally write things down when I'm going to speak. I usually shoot from the hip. But I'm just going to mihi to a few people first. So, tēnei te mihi ki a Te Aotearoa, ngā te raukaua, ngā te toa, mana whenua o te tēnei rohi, tēnā rā tātou katoa. Ki ngā kaimahi, ngā Kaihautū o Aotearoa, tēnā rā tātou katoa. To my wife Steph, who was mentioned in that kōrero, just over there. Hey. I love you, babe. To our sons, Werehiko Paul and Arama. Our babies are really everything, eh? And I don't just mean ours, but I mean ours as people and as teachers. And I think if we're not thinking about the next generation who are coming after us, we're probably not doing the job the way that we should be. There's always students in front of us, but there's always the next ones to come through. And one thing that I've always said, and it was something that was actually told to a friend of mine by his koro, was we hold the door. You know, we get through the door, we hold it open, and we make sure that all our people can come through that door behind us. There's some more people to thank. So I'm a lecturer. I'm used to talking in 50-minute blocks. You fellas told me 2 minutes. I'm going to try my best. So I just want to send a mihi out to Professor Jeanette King. She took a gamble on me back in 2006 as a tutor. And in all fairness, she rang me. I was actually at a cricket game in not the best state to take a phone call. And she was like, okay, call me back tomorrow. And she still gave me a shot after that. So massive mihi to Professor JK. I want to mihi to Professor Angus McFarlane. A lot of people in the room probably know who this man is. He's been a huge mentor to me for the last 15 years. And yeah, he's carried me a long way, so I really appreciate you, matua. I want to meet to Kevin Watson, who's here. He's Dean of Arts, and he's here today to tautoko, and I just want to thank you for all the support over the years, and just on behalf of the faculty as well, just thank you so much. Far out. The neighbourhood I grew up in didn't really have pathways into universities. You either went down the gang route or you went down the sport route. And for me, my mum wouldn't let either of those things happen. She was like, yeah, you can keep playing league, but it's not going to be a career for you. And back in, it's the 90s, it wasn't a career anyway, really, for most of us. But she certainly wasn't going to let me go down that other path. And I've got a lot to thank my mother for getting me into university and sending me down this pathway, because I joined the University of Canterbury as a 19-year-old, and I'm still here 22 years later. So I get real comfortable real quick, eh, babe? So I guess for me, I think about kids who come from where I come from, and I think about the kids in the neighborhood that I live in now, because we're still in the hood. But my whole goal, and I mentioned this to some of you fellas over lunch, was it's shrinking that gap. Universities should be accessible to all. We don't need any more ivory towers. We do not need elite spaces that people can't access. We need safe, nurturing environments where our people see themselves. And so a big driver for me is being my authentic self, so that students will see that and go, hey, I can do that too. Even if it means all I talk about is Warriors games for 45 minutes and then academic stuff for 5. Sorry, Kevin. So on that note, I'll close. I will keep to as close to 2 minutes as possible, but I will finish with toi tū te reo, toi tū ngā tikanga, toi tū te tiriti o Waitangi, up the was. Kia ora.
Our next Kaupapa Māori Award celebrates a remarkable educational leader who embodies the principles of mana Māori in her work as Associate Professor of Otago Polytechnic. Kelli Te Maihāroa is a proud descendant of Waitaha, Ngāti Rārua Aotearoa, Taranaki, and Ngāti Maniapoto. Kelli's career spans diverse roles from kaioko and learning advisor to strategic advisor for Ministry of Education, to director and Māori research strategist. Guided by the limitless potential of mana Māori, Kelli has dedicated her journey to creating equitable educational outcomes, nurturing akonga Māori and upholding the aspirations of ngai Māori. Her work is not only grounded in the resilience of her tipuna, but also fueled by her vision for systematic change that honours indigeneity and champions decolonial practices. Through initiatives like the Māori Mentoring Program and the Capable Māori Pathway, she has empowered learners and transformed the educational landscape. Her priorities are increasing Māori and Indigenous representation within the Academy, nationally and across the globe. It's important to advance intergenerational visions of well-being and advancement for Indigenous people. Please join me in celebrating Associate Professor Kelli Te Maihāroa and her inspiring commitment to Māori education and well-being.
Kia ora. I'm standing here hoping I've got my korowai right, or else my 91-year-old auntie's going to tell me off. O tēnā koutou katoa, e te rakatira mā. Ko waio, ko auraki te moka, ko waitaki te awa, ko uruau te waka, ko waitaha te iwi, ko rākai hautu te takata, ko Cheryl Rito, ko Michelle, ko Tony aku teina, ko Auntie Sissy, rawa ko Auntie Greta, oku whaia keke. Ko Jay Rito, ko Ben, ko Josh, ko Isaac, ko Jake aku tamariki, go the Highlanders. Ko Kelli to my horua toku e kua. Kia ora. Well, tuatahi, kia ora to my whānau for coming to tautoko me today. Ka nui te aroha ki a koutou, especially our marae kura, Auntie Sissy to my Maihāroa Dodds from the mouth of the Waitaki River. Tuarua, thank you to Otago Polytech for the nomination. Dr. Megan Portiki for coming to tautoko us from Otago Polytech, and especially to Professor Liz Ditzel for her mentoring. A special mihi to the Capable Māori team who continue to support and inspire tauira Māori to achieve every day. And also a mihi to Ako Aotearoa for hosting us and celebrating the special mahi that kai mahi do. My mahi comprises of 3 interconnected programs for Capable Māori, Capable NZ at Otago Polytechnic. I'm going to tell you a wee bit about it because we're looking for more tauira, so in case anyone's out there. So as a Kaihautū, I develop iwi Māori cohorts across Aotearoa to develop a kaupapa Māori pathway for undergraduate learners. I'm privileged to be able to create the foundations for the learning journey where akona Māori are embraced and nurtured as tauka within their whānau hapu and iwi. This Māori-centred model brings together iwi, industry, educational institutions, community organisations and government agencies. And prior to COVID, we had a 96% success rate for Māori. In the role of kaiako Māori, I mentor doctoral students and lead kaupapa Māori assessments. As part of the Capable NZ whānau, the Doctor of Professional Practice is considered the jewel in the crown within vocational education, of which I've been a mentor in the doctoral program since inception in 2018. Mentoring is an important tuakana teina aspect of my practice, which I see as invaluable opportunity to grow Māori and Indigenous scholars and increase Māori participation and success in higher tertiary education. As a Māori researcher, I lead the Rakaho Māori program within Capable NZ, including developing kaupapa Māori research capability and resources for tauira Māori. I worked collaboratively with my colleagues to co-edit 4 books recently to showcase a range of diverse learning environments and needs, such as learners who are neurodiverse, tauira from whaikaha and transgender community, and whānau who have experienced mental health challenges. As a kaiako Māori, I hold a deep respect for the privileged and trusted position of being an Associate Professor Māori to help shape and influence tauira on their personal and professional journey. And in closing, I'll leave you with a kiwaha from my poa to Maihāroa, which talks about the importance of wairoa within the human world. Mahia te taha wairoa, mama noa te taha kiko. Take care of the spiritual side, and the material side will take care of itself. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Whati te moana Aotearoa te mamai ahau te mamai ahau Duana te whenua whati hi
Our next award is the inaugural category for Te Tohu Reo Māori o Te Whatu Kairangi, and it's being awarded to Hiria Tumoana, a champion of Te Reo Māori. Hiria Tumoana, Senior Lecturer Kai Whakaako for Te Uranga Waka School of Māori Studies in the Faculty of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences at Te Aho a Maui, Eastern Institute of Technology. She is proudly ngai tūhoe, her marae is Tauārau, Waikirikiri, Ohotu and Ngāhina. Hiria's journey with Te Reo Māori began at Victoria University in 1977. She doesn't look a day over 32. And she's since dedicated her life to reviving and celebrating Te Reo Māori language within Ngāti Kahungunu and beyond. Her classrooms are more than spaces for learning. They're vibrant, welcoming communities where families, students and elders come together, united by a love of Te Reo Māori and a shared purpose to keep it thriving. Hiria's teaching is a blend of rigour, cultural authenticity and joy, immersing students in language, history and tradition, and inspiring them to carry te reo back to their whānau, marae and communities. Hiria's dedication is a guiding light, and tonight we celebrate her outstanding contributions with the Te Tohu Reo Māori Education Award.
Tēnā koe Savannah. That's one of my ex-students. She's now a tutor. And I think she's going to be the one to tell me, move over fire, I'm in. Tēnā tātou katoa, he honore he kororia ki te ata, he maunārono ki te whenua whakaaro pai ki nā tānata katoa. Kia ora katoa tātou I tēnei ahi e waku hoa, nā manu kura o tēnei rani, ka whakanuihia nei tātou I tēnei rani mua tātou. Whakaheke werawera, whakaheke tōtā, pukumahi, kōhete hete, pakana, katakata, e raka āhuatana katoa. Nā mihi nui kia tātou katoa. Ka haere hoki waku mihi kia Aotearoa, mō tēnei hōnore nui, mua koe ohorere katoa hau. I te whiwhita nei tēnei ki tohu. Me taku ki atu kia Joseph, uaua ki te whakakūmara I a koe, ne? Waiho mana a konei tuhi he kōrero mo te tanata. Ka waka māu tonu. Hoi anō. Ahua rite au kia hone, wehe Māhāu I te kura moromona I tuhi karamea I kirikiri roa, he reira au e ako ana I nā kōrero mō Hawaii. Me taku whakaaro, toko ake te whakaaro I roto I taku hine naro, hai aha wēnei mātaurana māku, I te mea kārau I te mōhio, e haere anau ki hea, hoi anō me haere tonu ki te kura. Koira nā tohu ana kuia koroua o wera tau, haere ki te whai te mātaurana o te Pākehā. Kia whiwhi mahi te whānau, kia ora I te whānau. Nō reira ka whakarerea e tātou, tō tātou taha Māori ka haere ki nā taone. Noho ai. Tai ata hau ki Victoria, ka tūtaki kia Lee Grant Smith, ka ki my girl, got a job for you. Oh, ne, it's about $25 an hour. And said, oh, ne, I don't know how te wāri o te moni. Kare noho au I pake kia kei roto I te moni, pake kei mai au I te mira kakau I te whānai poaka I te kuchi hipi. Hoi anō, I reira I Victoria ka whiwhi au taku mahi tuatahi ki te whakaako I te reo. Karau mohio me pehea te whakaako tōku mohio he reo tōku. E harai te mea he reo tōku ko mohio ko I te whakaako enari. He mea whakanunua hau ia hau e whakaako ana, me pēnei hiria, e pēnei te tohu I nā tamariki hiria. Nō reira, ko waku kai whakanunu ia hau, ko nā koraua kaumātua o te motu. Nā mea o kahununu, nā mea o te whānau apanui, nā tiparau, nā puhi, tai atu ki te waipaunamu, he maha waku he kaumātua katoa. And kei te whai au te mātaurana nei mo te aha. Ka tai mai ki te petihana reo Māori, te reo Māori Society, koira tā mātou mai, e hara mai ki tēnei whare, te ana o te rāiana ki te whakatutu puehu, ki te kōhete ki te pakana mo tō tātou reo kia hoki mai anō. I te mei reira au ka kite ko te reo tōku orana, ko tōku tūhoetana tōku orana. O reira, ko te reo ka iahau he tūhoe taku reo. Engari ka waimari ahau ki te noho I roto o kahununu, ki te awhi atu kia whai reo rātau. I tūtaki au ki tākuta hōhepa te Rito. I moe ai, I te mea koro juice tō mātou kai ako. Everything's Ngāti Porou, this Ngāti Porou, that. They said, oh, tai hoa. Nā koira te moe kia hoki mai he reo ki roto o kahununu. Whakapā mai a Joseph kia hau kia haere atu ki te awhi aia. Kai reira tonu au I nā ia nei. Ko te mea pai o tērā whakaakorana, no kahununu ake te kaupapa, ko pine te kura. Hau te kura, whanake te kura I awarua. Nei roto I tērā ori e kōrero ana mo te orokohana ana o te ao. E kōrero ana no hea te reo nei, no nā atua. Ko te whakamaoritana o te reo, he mea homai kia tāua te Māori. Ko tā tāua he pupuri, he whakaita, kia mau, kia ita, kia puta ki te motu katoa. Koe nei te moe a. Nā kairoto I a pine te kura, ko nā kaupapa katoa ka whakaakona no reira katoa. Koiraka e kia nei, kai reira ko tāna tohu, kia tāua te Māori, hea hato mahi. I ahu mai koe I whea. He aha tō mahi a koe runa I te mata o te whenua. He aha te koha ka whakarerea mai I koe, ka naro atu koe. Kai reira katoa nā kōrero. Nā kōrero hoki mō tāwhaki, ko Ngāti tāwhaki ahau, kai reira no tērā mea e pupuri ana I ahau. Ko te whainai nai nei hua mātau ākona, ko puta nā ihu, ko rātau nā kai whakahaere o rātau hapori. Ko rātau kai runa I te pai e tuka nei nā whai kōrero. Ko rātau nā kai karana o rātau marae. Ko rātau nā kai ārahi I roto I nā kaunihera o ahuriri o here tauna. Ko tētahi koia te kai whakahaere I te wānana o Aotearoa I roto o kahununu. Ko etahi kai runa I te reo irirani o kahununu e whakahaere ana I te kaupapa. Kai reira e whakaakohi ana nā mōtea te ao kahununu. Te reo tūturu mita ake o kahununu, koira te taho nā whaina I nā ia tonu nei I roto I nā ranahau I te tahau I a tākuta Joseph. Miharo, nōku ke te waimaria, nō rātau ke te hōnore e tika ana. Ko haunoho te mānai, te kai tono a rātau, ki te whakatinana, ki te whānei I te reo nei, ki wā tātou tamariki. Aroha kaua tau kia rātau, I tō rātau, I nā mea kārea, kai te naro I roto I a rātau, kai te moe, kai te moe. Kāre rātau I te mohio, kai a rātau tonu ke e rātau nei pupuri ana. Ko tāku he whakaohoho, he whakaora, takaoke, kia arake I roto I a rātau, nā mātaurana Māori, kai roto I a rātau, kaore rātau te mohio, kai a rātau. Nō reira ka tīmata hau ki te kōrero atu nā kōrero tuku o te ao Māori, he hau e tahu o wawa, whea koko wako a hau, ka kira, Moeahu tērā whai ai, ki mai taku kuia, mo tētahi mea, te mohio tonu koe ne. Ai, I te mea ka ki te tuna tauru nei o rātau reo, kai te pihea o rātau āhua. Hana e moho ana I roto I nā kura, huetahi o rātau kai te kawe tonu I nā āhuatana, patu I a rātau, whakaiti I a rātau roto I nā kura, kai roto tonu I a rātau e rā mamai. Ko tētahi mea I whakaakohia mai e nā koraua kuia, ko tēnei mea ko te mana o te karakia. Ne ki te taumaha te haere, kai te pauri koe, tikuna he karakia. Nā ko tērā māua ko taku hoa ko irihui ai hara mai te ate nei, hiru nei te wakarere rani mea tau geo, tikuna te karakia mataua ki a tāwhiri mātea. Hei, ko pōne ke hoki nera, pupuhi ana te hei, pēne hare ke te waka, ne, nā tō mau hara mai tana, karekau he hau. Nā ko tērā te taho nā tino mea kai te naro I roto I nā kura, ko tēnei mea ko te wairua. Ko te wairua kai te naro. Hei, kōrero ake nei a Kelli, I ko ake nei mō tērā ka āhuatana. Engari ko te mea ki te ana hau, ko nā whakatauira tonu mai a rani rau o ko papa, me pēhea tā tātou, ako awhi I a tātou anō. Kaore ko te mate aone. Ne kāre au I rono I tērā kupui I waku koroua kuia. Ko tā rātau he mahi tawa mahi, he whakatauira I tērā āhuatana. Ko te aha tērā, ko te aroha wane nui a rani rau o ko papa, ko tēnei mea ko te manaakitana, ko tēnei mea ko te whakawhanaunatana ki wā tātou ākona, relationships, Wā tātou ākona, kia ki te rātau, he aha tō rātau wāriu, kia mōhi o rātau, he aha nei tō rātau kaha. Ka kōrero rātau mo te pō, ka mea tau, ko tēnā tō potential. Ana ka oho rātau. Ma te kōrero kia rātau I nā kōrero o te ao Māori. Ka hihiko kata o rātau wairua. Ka ki te tunu koe mura maina o rātau whatu. Nō reira, e hara noiho iāhau tēne ki tohu. Engari, ko te huna, I awhi, I hāpai, I ako, I tohu, I kohe te mai, I au, anei tō mahi. Nā ko māmai ki, kia kaha koe ki te kuhu haere I a koe. Hana, koe naka. Nā, nō reira, Nā mihi nui kia tātou kotoa ki waku huako o whakanuihia I tēnei rani. Kia kaha tātou ki te kōrero Māori. Yeah. Ka pai, kia ora tātou katoa. Hara mai waku hoa. Iri huia, pare hara mai. Kia horo. Piki mai ki runa me. These are my teaching mates. Tēnei taku tama. Thanks mai.
As we come to the final award of the afternoon, I'd like to welcome Professor Enoka Murphy, who, while at Waikato University last year, was the recipient of the Prime Minister's Educator of the Year Award. Enoka is draped with the illustrious korowai to symbolise the mana and esteem of this award. The name Rau Aroha was chosen for the korowai that is worn by recipients of the annual Prime Minister's Educator of the Year Award. The korowai is a chiefly garment that recognises the mana of the Educator of the Year Award and the person who receives it. It will be passed on each year to the Educator of the Year awardee. Our final prestigious award this evening is the Prime Minister's Educator of the Year Award, which is being awarded to two phenomenal educators. Kerry Davis, the Principal Lecturer at School of Nursing, Otago Polytechnic, and Hiria Tumoana, Senior Lecturer, School of Māori Studies, Faculty of Education. We ask our two honourable educators to come to the stage, please. Enoka will present a pounamu taonga to each of the awardees to celebrate their achievements. The korowai he is wearing will be shared briefly with both recipients for a photo shoot straight after this event. This korowai will remain at Ako Aotearoa head office in Wellington. Congratulations to you both.
Kia ora. I can honestly say I have nothing at all prepared for this moment because that's, I guess, where I thought the possibility of this was. So I can save us many minutes, but I want to say thank you so much. What an absolute honour. And I think this just really instills in me a passion to continue doing what I'm doing and to take others with me and to grow our young and to grow my colleagues and to go back and share this honour with them. And I thank you all today, and thank you a Aotearoa. Thank you, kia ora.
Nā mihi nui, jeez, hika. Ka mau te wehi ni. Mohi o koutou koe I toa ai, ko te reo. Ne koe nā tunu taku rangatira ko taku reo. Nā reira ka tai au ki nā wāhi katoa o te ao. Tai atu ki nā rani pia. Yeah. Tēnā koutou katoa, nā mihi nui kia koutou katoa. Kia ora. Tūtira mai nā iwi, hara mai koutou. E tū tātou katoa, ne? E tū tātou katoa, all of us. Tika mai nā iwi, tātou, tātou e. Tūtira mai nā iwi, tātou, tātou e. Whai a te maramatanga, me te aroha, e ngā iwi kia tapatahi, kia patahira, tātou, tātou e. Tūtira mai nā iwi, tātou, tātou e. Tūtira mai nā iwi, tātou, tātou e. Whai a te maramatanga, me te aroha, e ngā iwi kia tapatahi, kia patahira, tātou, tātou e. Tātou, tātou e. Ia uehi!
Could we just put our hands together one more time for all of our recipients this afternoon for Te Whatu Kairangi? Thank you. That concludes our awards ceremony for this afternoon, but before we close, I'd like to congratulate again our awardees. Thank you very much.
Nō reira tēnā rā tātou katoa, me tīmata ngā kōrero, te mihi atu ki a koe te Aotearoa, Ngāti Toa, Ngāti Raukaua, ko koutou i nei nau e kura i whakatūhera tā tātou kaupapa i te rangi nei, i pai te haere o a tātou mahi. Nā reira ngā mihi nui ki a koutou, o tira ka tahuri tunu atu ki a koe te honore minita Penny Simmonds tēnā koe, mōhau i whakawātea nei a koe ki te haramai ki te tuku i ngā taonga, e te tiamana Derek kōrua ko Megan, i tai mai hoki ki te tuku kōrero tēnā kōrua, ngā kaimahi o ako Aotearoa tēnā tātou i whakakotahi nei a tātou i te whakatui tēnei hui, engari ko te mihi nui ki ngā kaiwhiwhi o te tau, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Ngā mihi nui whakaharahara katoa ki a koutou i whakanuia nei, nā runga hoki i te kounga o a koutou mahi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā rā tātou katoa. Ngā whānau i hara mai te rangi nei, ngā hoa, ngā kura wānanga, ngā whare takiura, ngā whare wānanga, koutou i tono mai i ngā ingo, ngā tāngata nei, tēnā anō hoki koutou. Nui ngā mihi tanga ki a tātou katoa, hoi anō, ka tahuri tonu atu ki a koe, Saylene, me homai te tahi peki paki ki a Saylene, nānei whakahaere a tātou mahi. Hoi anō, he pēki paki anō ki ngā kai whiwhi o te tau nei, tēnā rātou katoa. Tēnā katoa. Kati kia waiata tātou i te aroha. Te aroha. Te whakapono. Te whakapono. Me te rangi Māori e. Me te rangi Anō, te aroha, te whakapono, me te rangi Māori e, tātou e. He hono rehe korooria ki te atua, he maunga rongo ki te whenua, he whakaaro pai ki ngā tāngata katoa. Āmine. Nā reire tēnei rā ka tangi atu ki a koe te ariki, nei ko mutu nei a mātou mahi tēnei wā, kia tukuna mai tō aroha ki rungi ki a mātou katoa e hui hui nei, tai atu anoho ki o mātou whānau hua katoa hoki, te akina mātou ka hoki hoki nei mātou ki o mātou kāinga kia tai pai atu. Nā reira, te akina mai hoki ngā whanaunga, ngā hoa katoa e noho marara nei te matua o te whenua. Tēnei rā tā mātou whakanui i tō ingoa tapu e te ariki kroria ki tō ingoa tapu. Āmine. Kia ora rā tātou katoa.